What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building, peep squad. What's going on? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about love, marriage, and Huntsville. It is going down. Season 4, episode 2. Lord have mercy. Melody basically had Kimmy on the hot seat. Kimmy was really on the hot seat. I was like, OMG. So, Melody's pajama party that she was having, it seems like, Kimmy was being questioned about the picture, being questioned about her brother-in-law, her sister-in-law, and basically, Melanie is also questioning and, talking to Tisha's cousin Kiki. And Kiki said, yeah, I heard rumors. Yes, there have been rumors. And Melanie is out here basically saying, so I'm not the one that making up these rumors. Is these the first rumors that you guys heard since 2018? So Melanie put Kimmy out there on Front Street. Basically, Kimmy was like, okay, like we talking about Tisha. This is what we doing. And Kiki was willing to participate in the situation, basically saying, yeah, there's been questions. And when it comes to, Marceau and Tisha, Tisha had to reevaluate her situation and look deep into her marriage, not Tiffany, but Tisha. So I was like, OMG, why is Tisha cousin over here at Melanie's house basically saying, yeah, some of the rumors got to her and she had to relook and reinvestigate and relook at everything to see, what was going on. But at the end of the day, Tisha's out here saying that her husband ain't never cheated and there ain't no cheating going on and nothing that she found out. She ain't got no receipts, so therefore she don't care. And Kimmy is the same way as well. Melanie done had them girls at her house asking Kimmy questions about her situation. Do you believe, your brother-in-law Marceau was out here and he posted that picture? You don't think he was trying to hurt you? You don't think he's trying to tell you something? You don't think this? You don't think that? And Melanie is like, with Kimmy, that Kimmy got blinders on. She don't see her brother-in-law coming at her marriage and her husband. And then we got the new girl coming at Kimmy and basically saying to Kimmy, so you don't think that the picture that was posted, it was something, to disguise something else from happening, basically to take the attention off of, Marceau and put it on, Maurice, because Maurice hasn't had any cheating allegations. Who is this girl, Stormy, asking Kimmy this situation? Like, Kimmy was all up in Mel's house getting grilled, y'all. I was like, Lord have mercy. Like, this is a crazy situation. I was like, okay, so we gonna see. So now we gonna see. Kimmy might be feeling a certain type of way after being at this pajama party because she probably thought the topic of discussion wasn't gonna be her family. And baby, it definitely was. And a part of her husband's side of the family, Kiki, was out here spilling the beans, baby. And she had to defend her husband, and that's what she was going to do. She don't believe the rumors. She don't believe any of that situation. She don't believe that, Maurice was doing it. Marceau did it, when he posted a picture and things of that nature to hurt her and throw her under the bus, throw her husband under the bus. She just feels that he did it to make a joke, to make fun, And Melody's like, yo, this ain't no joking situation. This ain't funny. You don't see him taking shots at your husband and at you. And Tisha basically don't see this either. Like this is wrong. So Melanie done got, Kimmy over there in the intervention, basically trying to show her that, yo, these men are running tricks on you. They're just jumping here, jumping there, and everywhere. Like, Lord have mercy. What y'all think about the situation? What's going on, my peeps, my peoples? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. So I'm like, okay. So we already know Kimmy's probably going to feel a certain type of way, especially when Kimmy gets checked by Tiffany. Like, Tiffany out here dragging edges. Like, she's really, oh my goodness. We're going to get down to the details of how the conversation went. But one of the things is Tiffany brings up Kimmy's, stepson again, monster, basically taking a shot at her and dissing her in that whole situation. So why Tiffany did all this crying, all this apologizing for bringing up Monster. She didn't know it was inappropriate. She didn't know that she can hurt his future. She could do this, she could do that. She was like, she really had no idea it would be that bad and Maurice was going to take it this way, but she's sorry. But yet she threw that back up in Kimmy's face at Melanie's house. So Kimmy's moving closer and closer back home, to Maurice and Marceau, because she got wham bam thank you ma'am over there at Melanie's house. So, Kimmy got wham bam thank you ma'am. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't believe, Tiffany even threw that shot at Kimmy. Like, especially all that apologizing she did. And she did it right in her face. And Kimmy was just shocked. I know Kimmy was like, I had to defend my husband, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. I had to defend myself. And now on top of that, now I got to defend my stepchild again. And this woman throwing it up in my face. So she meant it the whole time. And basically, I don't know, like, does Tiffany feel like, she got caught out there when Kimmy basically said, girl, when you was introduced to the group, baby, you was introduced as working for a Chamber of Commerce, that's how we knew who you was, girlfriend. And then Stormy, she co-signed on the situation, was like, yeah, that's how we met you, Tiffany, as Commerce. That's how Melody basically introduced you to us. And they're also calling out Melanie. So it seems like, when it comes to Stormy and, Kimmy, they're calling out Melanie, saying, Melanie, you introduced us to this girl and said that she was from Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so you knew her from working from there, when the girl Tiffany haven't worked at the place in 5 mother effing years. So why would that even be a topic of the conversation when she's firstly newly introduced to the group? Like, Lord have mercy. So Tiffany basically got called out on her lie that was at the reunion. She did get fired because Tiffany brought up the situation to Kimmy, basically to tell Kimmy, like, why did you bring up, that I got fired, from the Chamber of Commerce? Why did you bring that up? But that's not true, or whatever. I left that place 5 years ago, and I got my own business or whatever. So she got called out. Then she turned around and she threw a hot shot at Kimmy. Really bad, because basically she's talking about Kimmy's stepson Monster, and she promised that she wasn't going to do that. She understood the ramifications of doing that to a young black man. So Tiffany, so they call it right now. Kimmy is low-key calling out Melody, and also Stormy low-key calling out Melody, saying like, yo, you introduced us to this girl as this. So that both of y'all know about the lie. They didn't ask the Melody that. And then Tiffany jumps in and said, well, I know Melanie from ADEFG somewhere else, and they're just looking, well, you didn't get introduced to us like that. And boy, that girl went ham and talked about Kimmy's stepson. So what y'all think about the situation? Like, I was like, OMG, like, it's going down in this situation. Like, Kimmy was put on the hot seat. Tiffany was put on the hot seat too as well. So basically it comes out that Tiffany wasn't really, working that job like she claimed she was and everything. You know what I mean? Like, she came off false pretenses. And so, she's getting called out. Tiffany's getting called out for that, and them calling her out for that also attached to Melanie as well, because Melanie introduced her to the group like that. Now we got Martell, he's out here having his little photo shoot out here in these streets. He's basically talking about his brand. He's having Destiny bring him some baby oil and stuff like that. And then he's also taking shots at Melanie, basically saying that his new manager that he got for, about 7 months, her name is Melanika, or whatever the case may be. And he's also saying, throwing it out there that, look, she's my friend from middle school. I can keep friends. And basically, Martell is throwing shade at Melanie, calling her out, saying that she can't keep friends. And then he also calls out Melody and say, hey, look how she did you, Destiny. Look how she did you. And if you don't follow and you don't be a soldier and be a dummy for Melody, she's gonna change on you. And then also see, look, she changed on you. And then Destiny was like, well, we had this conversation. She overheard me, talking about her, but we talked about that. She said that she was only upset because I was talking to her enemy. And so then, Martell, he jumped in. He was like, girl, you her enemy now too. I was like, Lord have mercy. Martell ain't doing nothing but starting shit, baby. He's out here just starting mess. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling tonight? Thank you guys for coming. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my people. So he's out here doing way too much, y'all. He's out here throwing shade. He's out in the calendar. He's taking pictures. He's talking about he's sexy. He don't look bad at all, but he's just having her bring him baby oil. Why are you doing too much? Why are you doing too much? Why is he doing too much? He don't got to do all that, but he's doing all that. And Destiny was like, yeah, you got to build your brand back up because after the divorce. And so she's throwing shots at Melody, basically saying, yeah, you was painted as a bad person. You was painted as this person, but you ain't that person. So now you got to rebuild. And she said that she understands that Melanie's coming at her. Like, so Destiny basically is feeling a certain type of way that Destiny feels like Melanie wanted her to kiss her butt, and when she claims that she's pissed at her because she talked to Tisha is all messed up. So you already know the situation is gonna be on and popping, and Destiny's here for it. And when it comes to Martell, he seems like he's here for it too as well, because he was doing nothing but throwing shots and basically saying, that Melody, now you're the enemy. Like he's just feeling a certain type of way. I was like, okay. And then when it comes to, Destiny, she also feels that how is Mel considering Tisha as the enemy? And she said she forgave me for that, like it wasn't a problem. But then she's turning around, she's acting shady towards me. So right now, Destiny feels like, since she's not kissing Melanie's ass and she's talking and having conversations, that Melody is upset about that situation. But at any event, why are you talking about your friend to her intimate? They don't get along. Damn well they don't like each other. And so for you to have a conversation about Melody talking to Tisha, you could do that if you want to, but at the same time, people gonna think that that's kind of shady and that's kind of fake too as well. But sometimes you got to have these conversations about your friends with other friends, or the two people having the dispute. But at the same time, Melody says she heard shady stuff, and you teaming up with Tisha, and Tisha came at me at the reunion and blah blah blah. So now you got all that going on with that situation. So we're gonna see how it pans out. And Martell is here for the beef between the ladies, point blank period. He is here for his promotion. He is here for his business. He's happy that his children are writing a book and he's doing this. He's booked and busy, and he wants us to know, and he's shaking his chest and showing his body. He's doing everything. He's basically a diva. He's out here. And you got Destiny. She's sitting up there like, yes, I got some camera time. And Martell was like, see, I'll give you camera time. See, Mel won't even give you camera time. You're not even invited to her sleepover. Look at me. I'm having a photo shoot and I'm inviting you. I told you, I warned you about Melanie. I told you she was going to turn on you. I told you she was going to do this. I told you she ain't your friend. I told you. Look, you can come through with your fur on and get camera time. Martell is so shady, y'all. What's going on? Destiny wants to be a sister wife so bad. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hey, what's up, Felicia Butler? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on, Justin T, please? What's going on, Williams? What's going on, Forever? How y'all doing? Black? I don't even know why I said black. What's up, Felicia Butler? Sweet Brown Sugar 504. How you doing? How you doing? New Sky, what's going on? I'm Charmaine, Mark, what's up with y'all? Tawana, what's up? What's up, Harris? How y'all doing? But in any event, so, Martell's just basically throwing shade, doing what he do, and that's just the situation, and it's going to be like that at this time and point. And Martell is basically, anybody he can get on his side and point the finger at Melody, that is exactly what he's going to do. That's how he feels about the situation. He's letting her know that Melody is trying to dry up her crops. He's trying to let her know that Melody is going to basically dry you out. Welcome to the club. And so he takes his lovely pictures, y'all. Martell is a trip. He is a trip. Point blank. Melody don't know this man is crazy, y'all. He is crazy completely. And then we get to the situation where we talk about Melody and she's with Stormy, and Melody can't remember whether somebody gave her something or whether she got something, but she can clearly remember that she got something done to her body, but she can't remember if she gave something else to somebody else's body. And so this is what, Stormy's questioning her about, and this is Melanie's new go-to girl. This is Melanie's new friend on the show, and she seemed like she's up there and she's overstepping her boundaries the way she came at Kimmy, asking her questions like that. Like, I don't know who you are. Don't be trying to, pull all types of stories out here talking about, do you think it was, deflection? Deflect what? Don't be talking about my marriage, girl. But in any event, she's doing a good job, Stormy, so far, because she's starting up the mess. She called out Melanie for not remembering whether she got it done or not, and she also let it be known that she don't mess with Tiffany. She don't like Tiffany, and she told Tiffany to her face that something ain't right about her, and that's how she feels. And then also, she don't really too much like Kimmy like that either as well, but Kimmy ain't do nothing to her. But in any event, and Mel is feeling this situation. Melanie's feeling this girl. So they laughing and joking. And, when it comes to Stormy, she has her own hair product company, and right now, they filmed inside of her factory where she does the labeling and storing different things of that situation. But in any event, it is what it is. I was like, okay, so she's coming through to be shady. She's coming through to even be more shady. Exactly. Melody got her a shady partner, y'all. Carlos is messy. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. Hey, Kiki. Yeah, Kiki's a mess, y'all. So in any event, so back to this situation. So Melody, and Melody didn't take it to the heart that she asked about it. Melody basically said, that's the reason why I didn't answer this question, because I didn't want none of my business out here in these streets. You know what I mean? So basically, Melody probably did it, but she wasn't going to give, people or basically Martell any type of, award that you found something out, because boy, you've been out here doing your baby mama all types of this. You did this, you did that on your baby mother, and you done told people salad all over the place, like everything. So Melody's basically telling us that she don't give a damn if people wanted her to answer the question. She wasn't going to answer the question. She don't care. And basically she's calling out Tisha for being a fake friend, and Tisha basically out jumping into the beef with Destiny, and Tisha, making all these faces at the reunion when she was going back to back, toe to toe, with Destiny, and then saying that she tried to destroy my marriage. So now she got beef, and she's telling all this information to Stormy to let Stormy know, listen, Stormy, I got beef with Destiny, I got beef with Tisha, so you better watch yourself around them bees. And don't do no dumb shit, point blank, period, or you won't be standing next to me. Look at this scene that you are shooting, girl. Nobody else got their business introduced like this, like I'm introducing your business on a grand scale, and you just coming through with all this promotion you getting. We live in life. It looks like they, coordinated with the boots, because Melody got on high boots as well. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can bring it up. Melody is a trip, Melody's a trip, because this girl is definitely coming with the question. She's definitely coming with the situation. It seems like they, coordinated their outfits together too as well. I was like, okay, this is how we doing the situation, and that's what it looks like. And when it comes to, Stormy, she don't know if she gonna like, Miss Tiffany. And they kind of made fun of Tiffany a little bit, like when she told Tiffany on the phone, hey, listen, you come off like, a bad person, you come off like a weird person, like you come off like this. And then Tiffany said, oh, I hate when that happens. And Melanie and Stormy laughed at that situation. So I think Tiffany stepped up her game a little bit, coming at Kimmy's son like that. That was really down low in the gutter. What is her husband gonna say about her bringing that up? So in any event, Melanie ain't inviting, Tisha can't come and Destiny definitely can't come to her party at all. Point blank, period. What y'all think about that situation? And then let's talk about Tisha. Tisha's hair is on fleek. Like, you can see the grays in her hair, you can see the thickness, you can see, she might have some pieces in there, but her hair really looks nice. And it looks like it's natural, unless she has, fillers in on the side. But she really stepped up her game. She really looked pretty. I mean, like, she always looks pretty, but it seems like she's taken it to a whole different level this season, or she got a whole new makeup artist or whatever. But she's definitely looking different out here in these streets, y'all. So I'm like, okay, so we'll see how. And then, when it comes to this situation, her and her husband Marceau, it's just too much. It's just too much going on. But in any event, she got her mother business. Her husband and her is going to invest in her mother. So no matter how, Marceau, criticize her mother, make fun of the mother, she basically said that she gets what she wants. And Marceau was like, basically, well, see, just like Kimmy said, you are spoiled. So in any event, we got that situation going on, and she wants to move from the investment properties. I was like, girl, they got all that land, she's doing her thing, like, and she's standing by her man. That's just gonna be the situation. She don't believe any of the rumors. She don't care what her mama says. Her husband is very disrespectful to her mother, but her mother is very disrespectful to her husband. So you got that whole situation going on. But at least one thing is, Tisha, she hasn't basically thrown her mother under the bus and basically saying, Mom, I can't talk to you, Mom, you can't come around. Like, she's having her husband invest in her mother's business as the food truck, and some spicy or some heavy or Wanda's potatoes, and he's going to invest in it. He said, if only you can go pick me up a cup of coffee. I mean, like, go get him a cup of coffee. And then he basically was disrespectful to Miss Wanda, saying, oh, they let vampires in. Like, what? Like, but Wanda be talking mad mess though. So you already know Wanda be talking mad mess out here in these streets. Wanda be online talking about this man, talking about she think he cheated, talking about she think this about him, and basically talking about that he don't really support her. He supports her, but he gives her backhand compliments, just like he gave Wanda a backhand compliment. Like, I don't want to see my mother-in-law fail, but it'll help her to stop asking me for money, because it's been lately, Marceau been complaining about spending money here, spending money there. He's basically been talking about he want to cut back, but he's spending as much as he talking about cutting back. Okay, so in any event, they have this situation, and he's disrespectful to Wanda, but Wanda's disrespectful to him as well. Wanda wanted to know what's the rumors true. I can't believe he called her a vampire and things of that nature. Wanda said, I done got my license, I done got this truck prepared, we're gonna have stuffed potatoes, and like, you gonna invest in this situation. And also Tisha was like, yep, you gonna invest, and he is investing in the situation. But one thing is for sure, Wanda wants to know if Marceau, rented a apartment with, Martell, and basically have women stand up in there and blase in a third. And she's also questioning him, like, why would you even put that picture out there? Why would you even go against your brother like that? And he was like, yo, why would you even ask me that? Like, that's not your business. Like, if you don't know me, you will never know me. Like, so Wanda is putting, Marceau on the chopping block. She's putting them out there. She's basically saying, like, why would you do that? Like, why would you post that picture? And is it true? And Marceau doesn't answer the question, but he don't answer it the way that she wants it to be answered, but he answered it, very nonchalant, very sarcastically, and very like, I can't believe, like, you don't believe me, basically saying you don't trust me. If you don't know me now, you'll never know me. It's been 15 years and you're gonna believe somebody else and what somebody else says. Like, how would you have to ask me that? Like, he's doing too much. You could just say yes or no, just to give it off the back. But you try to make the woman look like she crazy, crazy. You trying to make everybody around you like why would we even ask that? Like they're looking at your behavior. Why is your mother-in-law always believing all these rumors out here? Okay, why do Tasha be acting all shaky and stuff and acting all nervous and things of that nature? Like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, something ain't right over there. Like, what's going on? Like, you don't come off. And then on top of that, you was asking your mother-in-law to go get you a cup of coffee for 10 grand, 15 grand. I go fix you a cup of coffee. But you said, then you invest in the situation if she go get you coffee. Basically trying to treat her like a servant, trying to train her and then embarrass her at the same time. Like, you know, and this is what, you know, Wanda says on Instagram, that when, you know, Tisha went to school and graduated, he goes, oh, them degrees ain't nothing but for play. You know, this is the real business. Even though he's proud of her, it's like he can't say. It's like he always has to give you a backhand compliment, and it's don't even be a backhand compliment. It just be backhand after backhand, like, y'all. So what y'all think about that situation? And he won't answer the question. He won't answer the question of why he posted the picture to Wanda, but Wanda really want to know if he rented an apartment with Martell. Did you guys believe he rented an apartment with Martell? Because, you know, that rumor was out there that he did, and they was basically hosting ladies. What y'all think about that situation? And so he won't answer it. Do you think he's supposed to answer Miss Wanda? Or do you think his relationship with Miss Wanda is just like he don't have to answer her, or she's too disrespectful? But Wanda is looking out for her daughter. Her daughter has made a lot of moves. Like Tisha has made a lot of moves, getting her business together, getting her credits, getting her degrees and everything, where she could run her own company and blase in the third, because the mama always said, don't let him leave you with nothing. And so over the past years, you know, she started to build. But at first she started off as a housewife. So do you think Marceau should answer Miss Wanda's question? What do y'all think about that situation? And do you think you felt like he answered her question, or was he just insulting her, or was she just insulting him? Like, they don't like each other, and she was just talking mad smack about him. Yeah, she don't like him at all. And she says that Wanda says that she loves Maurice. Maurice is her man. Maurice is this, Maurice is that. You know, Wanda was out here basically bigging up Maurice and saying that Maurice is this, and she don't believe the rumors. And why would, you know, Marceau do that to, you know, his own brother, and then basically also bring pain to Tisha? But Tisha says she don't care. Okay. And, you know, and Wanda's basically saying, why can't you just answer the question? And so basically Wanda's taking it as that it's true because he won't answer the question. And he's just basically, I ain't answering your question. Lord have mercy. He ain't answering the question. He said he ain't answering the question, y'all. But he gonna give her money. And Wanda is pissed, and she's like, don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me. I think she said that she's married and she got a boyfriend at the same time. And she said, don't play these games with my business. They're gonna be my stuffed potatoes, and you can't answer a simple question with no or yes. Why can't you answer? You don't answer my daughter. And so basically you just feel like you can just, you know, skeet without answering any questions. And he feels like we shouldn't have to answer any questions. You know, I've been giving you money, girl, so you better fall back. And Hunter's not hearing it. She needs to stay out of their marriage. He just makes us think that he has oh Lord, please, like he got his wife trained. Lord, Tamika Martell told Destiny about her husband cheating. Okay. Martell stays in, so you know they're good friends, and you know he was looking out for her too as well. But you know, so if Martell, you know, told Destiny about that situation, did he actually really tell Melody? And Melody knew about Destiny's situation with breaking up with her husband, and then, you know, having that situation go on, because Melody said that she didn't know anything was going on. So how did Martell tell Melody, you know, did that actually happen? Because that would be extra hurt, that if Destiny has that carrying with her, that's probably why, like, she's ready to just, you know, really go toe to toe with Melody. You know, it seems like the door is closed on the situation for their relationship right now. But is it that you like, if you're supposed to be my friend and you knew, so if your husband knew, you must have knew, or did Martell tell Destiny that Melody did know and she didn't care? Okay, Taurus feels like if he didn't answer his mother-in-law questions, then something is definitely not adding up, because the executive producer, Carlon King, should bring his parents on shows. Why he unhappy about himself? Lord, what are you talking about? His parents on the show. Lord have mercy, Taurus. Tisha knew Marcel had cheated on her before, and the cousin confirmed it. Yeah, but Tisha, that did happen, but Tisha basically didn't believe that rumor at all. She didn't believe it. She said, she reevaluated and she don't believe that he cheated. Martell brought this side chick a BMW. Oh yeah, he brought her a BMW. Too bad he couldn't buy her a house. Baby, that would have been a blessing, especially if he built houses and shit like that. But in any event, so where were we? So so when it comes to Wanda's basically like, yo, why you post this picture? And that girl in the red, why is she posing with her booty directly on Marceau? Why is her booty directly on Marceau? Directly, and he's making sure he's covering her a little bit. It just seems weird. But in any event, she believes, when it comes to Wanda definitely believes that something ain't adding up, but they just ain't really caught this man out there, point blank, period. And if they did, they're hiding it and keeping it a secret, or they worked it out among themselves and they don't want nobody else to know. But it's gonna come out one way or another if it actually does happen. Sometimes you can hold on to secrets for so long until they just come out and hit the fan. But in any event, right now, Tisha and her husband, they got a business going on. They building all types of stuff. They got acres. They just brought 10 acres of land. They got all types of investments and companies. Like, they are really like a power couple. So right now, a divorce is not, right now what their situation needs to be. They might have cried. They might have fought together. Who knows? But I just hope Marceau is not like this arrogant, guy that can't give a person a compliment, a guy that just can't show his true emotion without trying to poke and trying to hurt somebody's feelings at the same time. Why does he always have to act like he's attacked? Why he always have to act like he is bad, or like he's the victim? Like, he don't see anything that, Tisha kind of goes through. But at the same time, he does spoil her. He does give her what she wants. And when she says she wants this, she gonna get it. She even bragged tonight on TV and said, I get what I want. And she basically got her husband to invest in her mother's business. You know what I mean? He's gonna put the money up. It's like he couldn't say no. So in any event, however their marriage is going, they basically ain't trying to call it quits. And you already know it's a tough situation being with your husband that cheated and trying to defend being with him. If you're gonna be with your husband, be with your husband. Tell everybody else, yes, he cheated. We moving forward, and that's just it. I ain't leaving my man. Just be 100 with the situation. Don't act blind to it like you don't know what's going on. Like, this is Days of Our Lives and shit like that. Like, this is a soap opera. Nah, this is real life. People got dirt. People is going around here telling everybody's business. So it's just like, you might as well just be up front with the situation, because then it looks like you scary. Then it looks like this man's just controlling you. But if you truly want to be with the man, then okay. But in any event, it's just like, all right. So the mother, basically, she's going to defend her daughter, whether she's ignorant, rude, disrespectful. She talks about people. She caused drama. First of all, she likes the attention. First of all, she believes that she look good doing this shit. Second of all, she ain't the person that you want her to be. She's just going to be her damn self and say how it is. And she's going to definitely defend her daughter. She's not going to act high sedity that she can't go low to the ground and to the dirt and throw mud at you. Because if you throwing mud at my daughter, baby, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a garbage truck, a dump truck, to basically throw dirt on you because you coming from my daughter. And that's just basically where she's coming from. And she says it, but then she does like shady shit that don't look right that a mother should do. but she's basically telling you she's going to defend her daughter, whether her daughter's right, wrong, or indifferent. She's going to defend her daughter, and that's it. But at the same time, she know that she feels like these rumors are true. She feels like they are true. She feels like they are true. She acts like she knows that they are true, and she comes at this man and just like she can't really throw the proof in his face and smash it all up in his face, because it just maybe she don't want to do that either. She just want to throw a little shade, a lot of shade, get the shit going, get popping as well. What y'all think about Mama Wanda? What did you think about Miss Wanda out here in these streets? Would you want Wanda as a mother-in-law? Yep, just be 100. Martell did put her in a house. Okay, so he did buy her a house. Okay, Fisher. I thought she was when they were dating. She was living somewhere else because they was living in different cities. Marcel has cheated on her before, and because I remember that, and it almost came out all the way. But cousin Kiki over here talking shit about you, Tisha. Cousin Kiki tell all your bitches like, yeah, girl, you was out here scared. Yeah, girl, you had to reevaluate, and it wasn't just Melody. It was rumors and things getting to you from other roots. That's what your girl Kiki said at the summer party. Like, so you already know Kimmy got to choose sides now. And when it comes to Wanda, she gonna have her daughter's back regardless. And Tisha's basically said she don't believe any of the rumors are true. She don't give a damn what any one of y'all mother effers are saying. She is sticking by her husband, point blank, period. And she did her investigation, and what she says, mother effing goes. And that's just the case with her. So in any event, until y'all can prove that her husband has been cheating, you can bring me DNA tapes, you bring me video, you need to bring me times and recordings and everything. It needs to be a mountain of evidence that I can't refute. So she's living in her own world out here. You go ahead, Tisha, go ahead, Tisha. Tisha, do your thing, girl. Tisha said y'all ain't breaking up my marriage. I like the shit just the way it is, and Marcel too as well. Teachers probably know, but until there is solid evidence from the public, why should she have to be somewhere if you don't want them to know? Facts. Do y'all like Storm? Storm is bringing Storm is getting the story. Storm is messy. Storm's messy. The way that Stormy questioned Kimmy about, ultimate motives and deflecting and talking about her brother-in-law and her husband. Like, girl, I don't know you, but Tiffany was the same way. So Melanie got some hell of a friends out here in these streets. The people that Mel know, they come on here and get it popping. The first time we really get introduced to them and start the shit, baby. Like, what's going on, Melody? Like, you are you the jump out girl? You the jump out girl, Melody? What's going on? Your friends are on this show popping off. You got what's her name? Stormy's out here asking Kimmy these questions. Why is she asking Kimmy these questions? Like, why is she even like, this is crazy. I'm like, Lord. Like, this situation is crazy when Kimmy doesn't know how Tisha is going to feel about you. So Kimmy's already feeling a certain type of way about the situation at the summer party, because now she got Stormy talking shit. She got cousin Kiki over here talking shit. Tisha's not here, and now she's left in the middle, and basically she don't feel like she really got anybody on her side in this situation, and she might have been used for content and setup as well. And she might be feeling that way because she was like, yo, how is Tisha gonna feel that her cousin is here and she ain't invited? And you already know how she gonna feel. Her Melanie ain't talking, so but you already know it's gonna look bad, and Maurice is gonna have to check you and correct you, Kimmy, at home. But at the same time, she's feeling a little set up right now. Like, if she doesn't feel set up, that's cool, but she might feel that way. And so you got this situation. And Kimmy was asked by Kiki, and Stormy about the post. What did she think about the post? What she think about the picture? What she think about what Maurice done? The post, everything that everybody's talking about. And Kimmy doesn't believe, that Marceau or Maurice was cheating, when Melody asked her about it. And also then Stormy asked Kimmy, do you think it was a deflection from something else? Stormy said, do you think the post was to flip things and take the heat off of one person and put it on the other person, which is your husband? Do you think it was that type of situation? And Kimmy says, no, I don't think it was that type of situation. And I was like, Lord have mercy. And also Kiki says she don't think it's that type of situation. But who is this new girl coming in questioning Kimmy and about, this post and this and that? She could if she wants to, but it seems like Melody friends be overstepping their boundaries and just be saying too much. But Melody can't control her friends. But at the same time, Kimmy might feel backed into the corner, like, oh, they bringing up this post, they're talking about this again. Oh yes, it's a summer party, girl. We talking about the business. You know what I mean? And Kimmy want to sit at that table with, on Melody, but Maurice is gonna be dragging her, telling her, you better get your butt home and get over here and find out what's going on with Tisha and men, things of that nature. But Kimmy's out here trying to do her thing. She's in her, she's in her situation of her summer party vibes and whatever. And so I'm just like, yo, Kimmy was put on the hot seat, y'all. She definitely was put on the hot seat in this situation. And I was just like, And then Stormy said, do you think it, once she said about the deflection, I was just like, no, man, that's just crazy. Like, yo, you asking her about both situations. And Melody basically is saying that, when it comes to Kimmy, that, Kimmy doesn't think that, Marcel would have posted anything negative about her brother, his brother, you know what I mean? And so Melody is basically just saying that, Kimmy got the blinders on. Kimmy don't see what's going on in the situation. Like, she wouldn't believe that her brother-in-law would do something like that, but she already seen it being done. It's already been posted and everything. And so Melody's basically calling, Kimmy out, and not so many other words, that like, yo, you got your blinders on, girl. You need to open up your eyes. And this is what Melody is saying. So it's almost seeming like, Melody believes, that Marceau is doing it, not such a easy gesture, that like he's doing it for a reason. And, Melanie is basically telling Kimmy that she needs to open her eyes to the situation to see Marceau just didn't post that picture for no reason. He just didn't post and say that, like, you don't think that he was trying to hurt you. You think it's just a joke. You think he was just trying to make fun. Like, girl, wake up. So this is what Melody is basically saying to this girl, so many different words. And Kimmy was like, nah, I don't see it that way. I don't believe it that way. It was just joking or whatever. Melody said, well, you need to open your eyes, girl. And then also Melody brings up the situation of, Tisha. So now it's getting down to that situation where Melody basically brings up the Tisha, situation. She done already tried to warn Kimmy that pay attention to what Marceau is doing, because there's basically a message in there. Like, yo, you don't see he did that to be hurtful and harmful. It ain't no joke. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. I was like, And then Melanie basically said, you guys remember the last time I talked to Tisha, you know what I mean? The last time that we was all together when they was on stage, Tisha was out here making all types of gestures. Tiffany was out here. I mean, not Tiffany, that, Tisha was out here making all types of, gestures when I was going back and forth with Destiny, and basically saying that I ruined her marriage. She still believed that. She still said that. So basically our relationship is over. And then, Melody is basically, saying that, like, how could she say that I would destroy her marriage? Like, why would she say that? And then Stormy jumped into the situation, and Stormy was like, I don't think that you was trying to destroy her marriage at all, Melody. And Melody was like, I know I wasn't trying to destroy her marriage. And so now, Melanie's bringing up that situation. So you already know Kimmy and Tisha, situation been on the hot seat. Melody been on a hot seat, but she basically want to try to open up some eyes and let folks know that I didn't do nothing wrong. And so Mel asked Kiki, have you ever, heard or seen anything since 2018? Like, is this the first rumor you heard about? Like, is this the only rumor you heard about? And Kiki was like, no, this ain't the first rumor I heard about. In fact, these rumors and these allegations, they get brought to Tisha from different sources and different people, that she had to gather everything together and evaluate her marriage and look deep into her marriage and everything. But at the end of the day, now, she doesn't believe it. So in any event, Kiki is basically saying that the girl don't believe it, but it did stumble their marriage. And I don't know if Kiki trying to say, you stumbled their marriage, or the rumors stumbled their marriage. Like, so, because Tisha's basically blaming Melody for trying to destroy her marriage. And if she recently said this as of the reunion, which she did, I believe, like, she's been saying this in the beginning. So basically she ain't over Mel, and she's probably not over Mel because her husband wanted to have drinks with her. Her husband, trying to hang out with her and do business with her and stuff like that. She might feel like Mel is trying to come in and take her man, but I don't think anybody wants your man, because, people do want Marceau. Let's not get it twisted. These women will, drop it down and bust it open. Blase ain't the third. But Melody, at this point, she knows him. She don't want him. Okay? She knows him. That's all you need to do, is know somebody. And no facade, would actually change that. So in any event, Kiki basically is talking about her cousin Tisha. She didn't really say anything bad, but she said, yes, these rumors have been around, which is giving Melody, basically Melody said, so I didn't start every single rumor, so they had to hear about these rumors. I'm the only one doing it. And Kiki said, no, they're coming from all, that this ain't the first rumor. They heard about all the rumors. And so basically bringing out that situation, that, Tisha is acting blind to the situation. Like, this is the first time like something ever happened, when she's used to this type of situation, when there's been things that come out about your husband all the time, but now you want to nail me for one when everybody else has been talking. And so Kiki confirmed that, yeah, it came from everywhere. And so what y'all think about that situation? Kiki out here talking to Melody like that. What y'all think about that situation? What y'all think about that? Is Kiki being wrong having this conversation with Mel about her cousin Tisha? Or she's basically being an adult and going to a summer party and basically probably know that the conversation was there's going to be who did not know the conversation was going to be about Tisha and Kimmy? Okay, but we didn't know that Tiffany was going to jump in and throw a shot at Kimmy and drag her edges. And then Kimmy was so taken back about the situation, she couldn't even respond. So, Melanie's basically trying to clear her name in the situation that everybody been talking about, Tisha husband out here. And basically they all better take off them blinders, because what Marceau did was no joke at all. It wasn't to be funny. So what y'all think about that situation? I was like, Lord have mercy. And then we get down to the conversation where Tiffany and Kimmy get into the conversation, and I'm just like, man, Tiffany is just so messed up. Tiffany be out here ready to start her ish. Stormy was over there on the side trying to start her ish too as well, because she don't like Tiffany. She already said she don't like Tiffany. And now this interaction she see Tiffany have with Kimmy, she definitely is not messing with Tiffany right now. So Stormy is looking at the situation, and I don't even know why Tiffany brought Kimmy to a side and basically wanted to check her about her being fired. You could have left that situation alone. Kimmy didn't come to talk to you about the situation. And so I don't even know why Tiffany wanted to bring this situation up, but she definitely did. And Tiffany wants to basically say that she was never fired and that was false. And so I guess, Tiffany wants to get the record straight with the situation. And Kimmy said, like, I don't know why you pouring me out when everybody said they knew something about you and your husband that you haven't disclosed on the show. And so happened Carlos looked directly at me. And so I chose that I heard you got fired from the Chamber of Commerce. And so she was like, well, that's not true, And basically she was like, I quit. and I found a new job. I had health insurance and everything, so I wasn't fired. And then Kimmy said, well, I only brought that up to show transparency. Like, you ain't showing that, girl. And so this is why you being called out and how you was called out on a reunion. So many different words. So in any event, Timmy don't like that type of check-in. But Tiffany is basically saying, okay, I'll be cool with the situation. I'll be cool. And Kimmy, so Kimmy was like, I would be cool. And, Tiffany said she'll be cool with the situation. It is what it is. So they had the conversation. They talked about it. Everything was cool. And to Stormy, she came in and she said, so do you still work for the Chamber of Commerce? And Tiffany said, I haven't worked there in 5 years. I got my own business. Well, baby, you came on to show. I thought you were still working for. I knew you wasn't working for them anymore, just because of how messy you was at that tea party, baby, or that little get together with Destiny. You guys having tea and you being introduced to us. But she said, I haven't worked at the Chambers of Commerce, in about 5 years. Then why did Mel bring that up? Did Mel know that you haven't worked there in 5 years? Has Mel been back to the Chamber of Commerce? Like, what's going on? And so why was we introduced that you work at that place, girl? Like, why did you come online? Like, you can't come on and pointing out things and dropping tea and basically, living through your past deeds, living through something that happened 5 years ago when you haven't worked there. How come you wasn't introduced like Stormy was introduced? Stormy was introduced in her factory, girl, and her warehouse, girl, with her products, girl, with her stickers, girl, with her employees, girl. Like, come on, y'all. Like, come on, Tiffany. And Tiffany, come on, Tiffany. I don't got a problem with Tiffany. Tiffany gets it popping. And if she acts innocent, she cries. You know what I mean? She acts like she's very manipulative. She's very manipulative. She's very like that. She very try to act like you. She try to play you like you stupid or you dumb or whatever, when she can just be real direct. You don't got to be nasty. She almost has the sort. She is, more close to Marceau and attitude wise. Like, she's nasty. That was nasty what she did, girl. But it shocked me. She dragged them edges, because I couldn't believe you did all this crying that you was sorry and blah blah blah. We had your husband, goofy dumb buckety buck, running through the streets trying to correct people, crying. Y'all are fake and fugazi. But I love it. Y'all want to be messy, just be messy. Like, I don't like you, Kimmy. I don't like that you trying to get close to my girl. And, I need my money on this show. Okay? I need to make moves. Because Tiffany, so you wasn't sorry. So it almost seems like every way that Tiffany was represented to us, that is how she wanted to be represented. This is her. So to have this conversation, and basically, Stormy asked the question, so do you still work for Chambers of Commerce? And she says, Tiffany says, I haven't worked there in 5 years. I got my own business. Stormy says Tiffany was introduced to us from the standpoint of she working from Chamber of Commerce. And then Stormy said, oh, well, it must have been recent to her, because she's saying it was 5 years ago. It must be fresh to her. And basically that shade, like, that was 5 years ago, girl. Why are you still talking about that? And then Kimmy jumps in, and Kimmy said, yeah, that's how Mel introduced us to her, as, from Commerce. Okay, so they're calling out Mel too as well, and Kimmy is basically saying this is a fraud. Like, you're fraudulent, you're fraudulent, And so now, even though they broke a piece, now after Stormy came in, shook the pocketbook for some more crumbs to come out, Kimmy jumps in and basically calling out Mel and calling out Tiffany for being fake and lying and being introduced in a certain status when you wasn't in that status. So yeah, you ain't being transparent, baby. I was like, Lord have mercy. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And so then Tiffany, she goes with the low blow. Tiffany goes all the way there, with the low blow, baby. She goes there. And then Tiffany says, Yeah, then Tiffany jumps in and says, well, I know Mel from WEDC. I know her from there. And so then Tiffany says that, she said that's where she really met Mel, from WEDC. So I was like, what? And then Tiffany says, honestly, it's something like, you going back, like to your 12 years old, like you're going back into your childhood, because when she was asked that question about Stormy, like, why is it so recent? Like, it seems recent to you. And so Tiffany basically explains after she get caught out there that she lied about her status. She goes, well, basically it's like explaining, something that honestly like happened like way back ago, like when you are 12, and basically throwing up the situation about Monster and Kimmy's face. I was like, Lord have mercy. Tiffany is shady. Tiffany is so shady, y'all. And look at her. She did that face too. And then Tiffany turned around and said, girl, I need a drink. And then Stormy said, I need a drink too from the shit that you just did. And then Kimmy just stopped and was like, oh, Kimmy caught it. Like, Kimmy was like, yo, 12 years old? Was that supposed to be shade? Was you trying to make a point? And like, Kimmy's like, why would you do that? We just came on good places. Well, Kimmy, you just called the girl out, basically saying that her and Mel worked together, introducing her in a fake status, that she was still a part of the commerce and she wasn't. And she let y'all to continue to believe that until y'all found out about the situation, and she still ain't gave clarity on it. So therefore she took it back to your son, because she knew that would hurt you, because Maurice is going to blame you for the situation. So hopefully Maurice will take blame for this and not you, Kimmy. But in any event, Maurice is going to blame you for this situation, low key, but he's really going to come after Tiffany now. So Tiffany, get your waterworks together, because I know you are, because Maurice is going to come for you. And then, when it comes to Tiffany, your husband's gonna be running around. You don't get your husband beat up one day, girl. You be starting mess out here in these streets, and he be trying to, out here perpetrating, trying to act like, oh, she don't know what she doing, girl. You lie. You knew what you was doing. You threw that shot at that girl Kimmy's stepson. You know that's gonna cause problem in their marriage. You know that's gonna cause problems, period. And you did that to hurt her, because if you didn't feel guilty about the situation, if the 5 years ago wasn't such a big deal, baby girl, you went and threw Monster up in the situation. You threw Monster up because you felt like you got caught in something, that you got trapped, because there was no reason for you to attack her son, her stepson, or Maurice's son at all, especially a child, when you're basically being asked about a lie that you deceive people, that you still work for the commerce, and you didn't work for the commerce. And so basically you was let go, or no, you quit. But why did you throw the child into the situation? So therefore you gave it life, that Kimmy knew. The reason why you wasn't being transparent about it is because it was something that you wanted to hide, and something that you was embarrassed of. But why would you even want to introduce yourself as the commerce? Because it's a good name, saying that I'm still at the Chamber of Commerce, that's a good introduction. So basically I used to work there, but I'm still promote that. So she wanted to be looked at on a different level, a different scale, and just be represented in that way, basically a way to come in, even though she didn't deny, she never told them that she don't work there no more. You know what I mean? If that was a long time ago, it was her end. That was like part of her storyline to get into the situation, so she can shed the tea on Destiny, seeing Destiny's husband out there with another woman and all this other stuff. But at the same time, this girl is very messy. Tiffany is so messy. Lord. Tiffany is so messy. Like, Tiffany. So Tiffany meant what she said the first time. Tiffany felt that she got caught into something, because if there was nothing, if that job didn't mean anything to you, there was no reason for you to throw shots at, Kimmy's stepson. Like, that was somebody hidden below the belt, because you got caught out there. And Kimmy, you should have expected it was coming. And you shouldn't be so surprised, because you already know how Tiffany is. Tiffany don't give a damn about you girls like that. Tiffany don't care about you like that. And Tiffany put on them waterworks and act like she is, so sorry, but she's not sorry. She don't really like you girls at all. That's why she don't open up. That's why, and plus she don't probably like herself as well, because she's hiding things. And then on top of that, you gotta use somebody's child to attack somebody. Like Kimmy kept it on you. She kept it on adult things. You have an employment, baby girl, and you lying about still being at that employment. Then you go back to bringing her son up, which is a low blow. I hope Kimmy was shocked. Kimmy was shocked. She looked to the side. She looked to the right. She looked to the left. She looked everywhere. She's like, yo, was that a shot? I was like, yes, it was a shot. Melanie drunk her drink. Melanie was like, what? Like, what is going on? I was like, baby, this was really like, OMG. So Kimmy is out here defending her side of the family. So now Kimmy gonna choose a side. And I don't know. I think Kimmy's gonna feel a certain type of way about being at Mel's party and everything's about her family. You know what I mean? And then this woman, Tiffany throws a shot at my son again. Melanie can't control that. But at the same time, now people are really gonna think that, even more evident that Tiffany is that person, and she met malice when she talked about, Kimmy's son, and also when she talked about Destiny and seeing her husband out here cheating. People are gonna think that she meant that malice now, because of how she interacted with Kimmy in this point, where there was no room for her to even bring up this child, but she did. So people are seeing how low she will go to defend whoever she's trying to protect, who she is and protect herself. She's gonna go low, and a lot of people is gonna go low, just like they go low. But she went low. Kimmy was like, what, girl? What was that? Like, oh, why did you have to do that? Kimmy was like, Kimmy was caught off guard. She was like, because you tripping. I was like, So what y'all think about that? How y'all feel about Tiffany? Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, peep squad is in the building, baby. So now you got this situation going on. I was like, and then Stormy's basically like, I don't even want to mess with Tiffany after what Tiffany just did, point blank period. So we shall see how this is going to play out. Kimmy's going to be upset with everybody. Mel had a good party, a good pajama party, had an intervention, got all the tea out in everything when it comes to Tisha and when it comes to Kimmy. And then Tiffany basically showed her even more true colors, and Tiffany gets called out for being fraudulent, and Mel might be added on to that fraudulent with, Tiffany lying about her employment, still being employed. And next week episode, we're going to have Martell, basically stood up, or something happened with his photo shoot because the kids are writing books and everything. He's trying to capitalize. That's just what it is out here. And so, people think it's in poor taste and whatever the case may be. But in any event, it is what it is. Martell is basically upset because the kids hasn't showed up, so he's feeling a certain type of way. He don't know what's happening. He don't know what's going on, and he's basically gonna blame Mel for it, and he's gonna go off on Mel for the situation. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I was like, Lord have mercy, like this is crazy. And then we got Tiffany's husband next week episode. He's basically wants to come out and say, Marceau, I know who you are. I used to know you around Monica's. I know who you are. I know your attitude. Why are you trying to act like you don't know me, bro? And then we got Tiffany saying, yeah, I know Marceau so well. Like, oh my God, you guys are so fake, but I love it. And so now husband is getting messy. He was trying to be the good guy. Now he's the messy guy. He done hooked up with Martell. And his wife, he's about to get messy in this situation. He's out here working out and stuff like that. So he's gonna call out Marceau and be like, "Why you acting like you don't know me, bro? What's up, bro?" And then why you got his wife is out here still throwing shots at Maurice's son, which is Marceau, nephew. This is a mess, y'all. This is definitely a mess, point blank period. So that's going to be happening next week. And and Tisha is pretty pissed off, and she got questions, when it comes to Melody. And she basically believes that, Melanie, why would you say this on camera? Why would you say this on TV? Why would you say that he had an apartment? Why would you have that mentioned? Why would you talk about any of that? So this is, Tasha. Tasha has stepped up her game a whole lot, y'all. Her hair is on fleek, and her makeup, and her she's on fleek, baby. That money right. That money good. Husband. So in any event, she's basically going to bring up, like, so now, it's going to be this situation with her and Mel, where there's a problem, there's an issue. Tisha still feels like Melody tried to destroy her marriage. And then this picture situation only, increased the beef even more, because now it's been questioned that, oh yeah, Marceau was really out there. He's with this one, he's with that one. He's been with the other one for 20 years and all this other stuff. She's not, he added more fuel to the fire. But, she said on Melody, she thinks Melody's trying to destroy her marriage. She thinks Melody's trying to do the same thing that she did to Melody, laugh and grin in your face, and then act like you don't know nothing. But Melody is actually telling her and Kimmy, like, y'all need to wake up and look out what's going on. And right now, Tisha don't want to hear about no opening her eyes, no waking up, no nothing. Tisha don't want Melody to say shit about her husband, but Tisha would say all types of shit about Melody and, Martell, and be laughing. I don't want that to happen, husband. I want to work. She basically stayed on them, and she act like, oh my God, this is the worst thing could ever happen. And then, she act like, you know how she acts. And Melody didn't appreciate it either. And Melody may felt like, girl, do you know what's going on with y'all? And so, but in any event, Tisha don't appreciate Melody saying anything, and she ain't gonna appreciate her cousin Kiki over there kikiing with Melody at all. And she's basically gonna say, this is the reason why I believe this, but I thought you was over it, girl. No, she's not over it, because she feels like Melody's continuing to do that when it's her husband that keep perpetuating this rumor. And then also, and that you come off as you're trying to hide something. You come off like hiding. And, that's just the problem. If you don't want people to know your business, they want to know the truth. And, you ain't trying to give nobody the truth like that. It ain't none of their business. It ain't nobody's business. But at the same time, since, that part of you is missing, it looks like, oh, she's in a bad relationship. Oh, she's hiding. She knows that something's going on, because why is she like never directly with the situation? And then her husband basically pokes fun at her and act like, he don't have to answer any questions. But they may have an understanding that we don't understand. But on TV, girl, it comes off like, girl, like something's wrong, something's happening, like what's going on. But in any event, we shall see. But thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video. But at the same time, when it comes to, Tisha, she just feels like Melanie is coming after her marriage. But there's a lot of people that are saying things about your marriage. You know what I mean? She's even coming for Ariane too as well. But, at this time and point, she's going to be thick as thieves with her husband. They got business. And so she feels like they're the enemy, because why are you trying to expose my business? But people are saying you try to expose other people's business, and your husband be out here exposing other people's business, leaving you in the crossfire, girl. And your side is always going to be your husband. So there's always going to be daggers you going to be dodging, baby. So thank you guys so much for coming through. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Have a good one. Thank you guys for coming. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building. And I think that's it with the next episode that's actually coming through. So there's a whole lot of feathers that was ruffled, and so we shall see how all this is going to play out, because I know Kimmy gonna be mad, Tiffany's gonna be mad, and Maurice is gonna be mad, baby, and Destiny's gonna be mad, and Tisha is upset, and she's coming for Melody. The gloves are off, and I think Marceau wanted the gloves to be off, so we gonna see. Peace and love to all my peeps and my peoples.